TricountyCT. And just want to first give a shout out to Lisa, who's working our feed in Cheshire. Send her a hi, send her a comment, tell us how you're doing today. We'll be really happy to interact with you. This is a real interactive program we're developing here on E.P.I.C Interviews. E.P.I.C is a conscious living magazine, a conscious living publication that is published bi-monthly throughout Connecticut. The purpose of E.P.I.C and our mission is to connect people, to connect conscious business owners with conscious people and families, and collaborate with the community to bring us all together. That is the purpose of E.P.I.C Interviews also. Today, the thought I want to put in your mind is that all ships rise together, that we need to be the tide that lifts each other up and that carries us through this particular time. For anyone who is, suffering the direct impact of COVID, our prayers are with you. We're sending you love and light, you and your family members, and together we can get through this. Today we have an awesome conversation that's going to happen with a very important person in my life. His name is George. You're going to learn a lot about George. I had the opportunity to connect with him, I believe it was last year sometime, when I walked into his store with a copy of E.P.I.C and we started talking. And from that moment, I knew this dude was real. He was real, he was authentic, and he is destined and determined to help people. And that's what this is about. So we're going to meet George from the Litchfield County CBD company. We're going to talk about a few things that he offers. But hold on, because when you meet George, you're going to immediately feel the energy. You're going to feel his energy. You're going to feel his passion. And he's my go-to for business advice, for health advice, and for myself personally. So let me bring George in here. And here comes George. Hey, bud.
Hello.
How's it going?
Fantastic. How about you?
Cool. It's a little awkward having a conversation again. We've been talking for like a half hour behind the scenes, but I'm so grateful that you've chosen to be part of this mission with E.P.I.C. And can you tell us a little bit about who you are and what brought you to this realm of collaboration and healing and to bring your gifts out to the world? Who are you?
Sure. First off, thank you for having me on. I appreciate it. So who am I? That's I'm deep, I guess. I don't know. I'm a lot of different things. But at the end of the day, I worked very hard to get my career together, and I chose the path and worked very, very hard, and I succeeded. And the issue was, at the end of the day, I would come home and I just didn't have a feeling of accomplishment. So most people look at accomplishment and say, it's money, it's cars, it's clothes, whatever that is, and that's your wealth. And I thought so too. I mean, I was programmed like that. That's just the way it happens. And I realized that when I got all those pieces and parts, there was something big missing, and I kept chasing it. And for the past 10 years, I've been working with medicinal marijuana in a bunch of different facets. And I realized that was my passion. And my passion was trying to help people and get my knowledge out there to people. So I put my other career on hold, and I opened a custom fabricated CBD store. And I'm so happy that I did. It filled that void in my life. It filled that part where I was always searching for. And now I'm here, and I have a lot of knowledge, and I'm just handing it out to people. I want to get people better, and I want to do it ethically. The problem with a lot of these industries, and that's one of the other reasons why I opened it, is you're getting a lot of people who used to sell shoes and cars and insurance and this and that, and now they sell CBD because there's so much money in it, and that's great for them. Except for that person that's coming into you, they're looking outside of pharmaceuticals. They either have gone that route, they're in dire straits, and they want to try something new, or they don't want to go the pharmaceutical route, and they're looking to you to steer them in the right direction. And that's the least you can give to these people.
Yeah.
The products will speak for themselves, but you have to have a level of knowledge, in my opinion, um,
Yeah.
if you want to do right by the client.
Right. And I think that is immediately when we did connect, the immediate feeling that I got was this is a person who is very, very knowledgeable, but is willing to share that knowledge through a compassionate and consultative way, where you're just not that used shoe salesman or that used car salesman or whatever. You actually connect with each one of your customers and bring them to a point where they're comfortable to try these things. If I was to walk into your place, well, actually, now you are open in Winsted, is that correct?
We are still open. We're not open to the general public. I've shut down my hours and as far as the access into the retail location because of a couple of close calls that we had. And I just want to put myself, my family, or anyone else at risk. So I'm doing curbside pickup. I'm doing shipping. I'm doing home deliveries. So we're still getting the products in people's hands, and we're still doing all the consultations. We're just not doing it in person. And if it's in person that you want, we could do a live video chat if that's what you feel more comfortable with. But at the end of the day, we're still getting you your information. We're giving you your product, and we're actually reducing our prices to help people along the way here.
That's excellent. So if someone hasn't seen you before, they can simply call the number that we're going to show in the feed, and you'll do a verbal or a video consultation to help put them to match them with the products that you offer that would help them the most. You believe you're like matching their needs with your product through this consultation. It's not just a one size fits all.
No, and to start off, if you take a couple steps back, you, the consultation is more of what is it that what's your ailment, what's your affliction, what's going on with you, and then the second thing is what do you expect from this? What's your expectations? And then we can go from there because the worst thing you could do with any product, especially a new product, is give someone false expectations because you may have to tweak the formula along the way. And if you know that first impression of whatever it is, like the first time you meet somebody, you only have that chance once. If they blow it, it's done. You can't redo it. Same thing with these products or any product for that matter. You have to give it some time. And the only way to figure out what is going to best suit that person is to have a consultation. Outside of that, I'm not going to do this. That's why I don't sell online.
Okay.
So people ask me all the time, how come you don't sell stuff on your website? Wait, you couldn't get it to work or something? No, I own a technology company. I built the website. I can get all that to work. But at the end of the day, I want to talk to you. I want to know you as a customer because I can't really give you the right product if I don't know who you are and what you need and what you expect. So that's why we do the consultations. It's really just I've got a tremendous amount of knowledge and um, I've yet to not be able to answer anybody's question. And that's really what it's about. You can buy CBD or anything anywhere or botanical supplements anywhere, but the person you're buying it from, did they make it? What level of knowledge do they have? Do they understand your body? Do they know um, muscles and joints and psychology? Do they know all that stuff? Because if they don't and they're just selling you something, you might as well just go to Cumberland Farms and buy it because it doesn't matter.
Right. So you make the majority of your products? Is that what I understand?
We make all of our products. So we're
Oh,
licensed in the state of Connecticut, Department of Consumer Protection, Drug Enforcement. So we have a cosmetic license. So everything that we make or everything that we sell, we make here.
awesome.
So it's physically made right here in Winsted under the guidelines of the state and federal government, obviously. But yeah, that's what we do because we can control it. And the
Right.
other thing we can do is when we create these products, we can offer much lower price points. And that's important right now because anybody can sell you something once and they make a lot of money off of it. My business model is a lot different. I sell it for a lot less because I know that if it works for you, you're going to become a monthly recurring revenue for me. And if I can give it to you in your hands, just like when you find your mechanic, if you find a good mechanic and he treats you fairly and charges you a fair price for work done, you're not going elsewhere. It makes no sense. You're not even going to talk to anybody about it. And that's my business model. It's just that simple.
That's great. So right now you have the physical store in Winsted that's closed to walk-ins, obviously, for the health crisis that were experiencing, but you will do the curbside pickup or shipping, and they would just call you.
Yeah.
We talked earlier. What is looking towards the future? Because I know that you are always striving to grow and expand, and to be that tide that is lifting the ships together. Right? You are that tide, George. I know that.
Right.
What does your future look like? What does the future of Litchfield County CBD look like?
It looks great. It's real promising, and I'll tell you why. So I'm pretty excited about it. I was fortunate enough to get introduced to a lot of really good, like-minded folks that have fantastic talents that I don't have, and it really is a full package. So we are opening a second location in Litchfield, Connecticut. It would have been open June 1st, but with this whole COVID-19 thing, it's not on hold by me. It's on hold by planning and zoning and things of that nature. So it's going to happen. It's going to happen sooner rather than later. And the second we can open, it will be open. We're going to offer the same products that we sell here, in addition to a lot of other exciting things. Because when you go to your doctor per se, you have I don't know, say high blood pressure. The doctor doesn't just hand you a pill and say, "Here, take this. You're going to be good." They give you a treatment protocol, and that usually has a drug or some sort of ingestible something. It also has diet. It has exercise. So it's a whole wellness protocol. Now, if you don't follow the whole protocol, you're only going to get 1/3 or 1/4, or maybe not anything out of that drug and or pharmaceutical that you're taking. Same thing with CBD and all of our botanical supplements. So we want to offer full package. So we have a licensed hypnotherapist. We have a Rife machine that we purchased. We have a near infrared sauna. I have a licensed massage therapist, and hopefully a reflexologist, which would be you, coming on board.
That's it.
And what we're going to do is, as soon as COVID's over, this whole post-COVID apocalypse thing we've got going on, we're going to offer a post-COVID pampering package, and that package is going to get people back out of their houses affordably and let them pamper themselves a little bit. In general, from my experience, people are not happy with today being locked up and not being able to go out and do things for themselves. It's a whole new world for them, and a lot of people are having a tough time adjusting to it, and rightfully so. And if we can come out on the backside of this and offer these packages for people at a very fair price, I want you to come out. I want you to go in the sauna for 20 minutes for almost nothing. I want you to get some botanical supplements so you can start feeling better. I want you to get that whole treatment protocol and go up and check us out, see what we got. So that's what's happening. And that's going to be happening June, July, August, whenever this whole end of the world thing is over.
Right.
We'll be there.
I love that you're holding your vision, and you're holding a vision for us as a whole, because this is going to shift, and we are going to get back to, coming together and being social, and being able to experience things outside of our house, So for you to hold that vision as a business owner, that really is inspiring to me, as a business owner. Because when this first started to happen, when the COVID first started coming to the forefront, I have to tell you that Lisa and I at E.P.I.C, we had the thought of, if there is a time to bail, if there's a time to jump ship, now's the time.
Yeah, now's not the time.
And it's just not an option.
No.
It's not an option. No. Our conversation lasted maybe a minute. We had a couple tears, and then we said, you know what? Let's go. We're going forward. We have a beautiful community. We have business owners like you that are behind us, and we have people that need us in this world, to bring this message of collaboration and community, and giving back the power to the individual to make conscious choices about their health and about their spirituality and about our sustainability, all while supporting their community and our small businesses. So I honor you for taking that vision and holding that for me and for a lot of other people.
Yeah, for sure.
If I were to come to you today on the phone and say, George, I want what do you have for me that may work to help improve my immune system to get me through this COVID? Maybe some lung health. What would you say to me if this was my consultation and that was my expectation? Something just overall general health to lift me up and to improve the health of my lungs and so on. What would you recommend?
Sure. I would recommend the products that I take. The um, the products that we have here, we didn't just create these products. We created these products for ourselves, and it just so happened that we helped ourselves and we helped a bunch of people around us. And so these products weren't created for you. These products weren't created for our customers. They were created for us. And it just so happens that we can create them at an affordable price and give them to these and get them into your hands, and it'll work for you as well. So I have we put it together as a trio pack, and what that is, it's got nothing to do with CBD. It's just all natural, organic, botanical supplementation. We have an immunity, we have a lung health, we have a cold form, and we called that the seasonal support package, which wasn't for COVID. It was for the last season that we had, where there was a lot of flu, there was a lot of cold, there was a lot of things. People swore by it. We sold out of it many times over, and we put it back together. And now we're offering a trio package. You get all 3 bottles for $40 instead of $45. We reduced the price a little bit for people to get it in their hands. Me personally, it's two-sided for me. So for me, I take my CBD for a couple for my joint pain. More importantly, my anxiety. So I was riddled with anxiety for years, and that's what I do. And it works. It fixed my anxiety. Let me just say that it fixed and it's fixed and helped many of my other customers. So for me, I take that for the anxiety. As far as the other stuff, I knock on wood here. I don't have lung problems. I don't have those immunity problems that I'm aware of, but I still take that stuff 3 times a day because I want to err on the side of caution. And I don't know who I'm going to come in contact with. And again, knock on wood, thus far, this whole entire season, I've been around people. My whole family works in healthcare. So they go to work and they come home and they bring all those things with them. And I'm around it all the time. So that's what they do. And me being in that family, I'm subject to it every day. I feel a little something coming on. I take a couple of these products, and a day later, I feel great, and I get exactly the same responses from my customers. So, do I promote it as a healer or anything? Not at all. But it's what I do. So, if you want to know what I take, that's what I do.
Okay. And now you say take. Now, is it a tincture? Is it a combination? What would I be taking if I took what George took? Would it be in a pill form? What does that look like?
The CBD is sublingual, so that means it's something that's in a tincture form, that's in a bottle with a dropper. You put it under your tongue, you allow it to soak into your bloodstream. The botanical supplements, those don't need to be sublingually taken, but they do need to be ingested, and they are in a vegetable glycerin. So it's organic vegetable glycerin is the base, and we do all of the extractions here. So we take the chaga mushroom, we do the extraction. We take the reishi mushroom, we do the extraction. And then from those concentrates, we then reconstitute them into vegetable glycerin, oils, things of that nature. So that's how you would take it. The chaga, we have locally harvested chaga, and they're chaga chunks. You put them in tea. We have a detox tea. We have an immunity tea. Yeah, there you go.
I got chaga right here.
And that's the thing. See, the other thing that I don't sell, that I would recommend, or that I take 3 times a day, is Tulsi, if you're familiar with it.
What's it
So
called?
Tulsi, it's holy basil,
Oh,
and again, we don't sell it, but you can get the powder. So 3 times a day, morning, midday, at night, I drink a nice hot cup of tea with that, a little bit of honey in there, and I don't know, I'm still kicking along, so
yeah.
it can't be all bad.
That's right.
That's what I do.
That's
But
awesome.
one of the most important things with all that is, if you're not physically ill, um, how are you doing psychologically? So I'm getting a lot of people calling in saying, I was taking my Xanax and this, that, and the other thing, but it's not cutting it. What do you have that will relax my mind? I'm getting a lot more of that. So when you look at the calls that I'm getting, I would expect I'm getting a lot more calls of, do you have CBD to help with this COVID-19 thing? Because I'm worried about my lungs. They're not. They're calling for the most part because of their head. They want something to get their head back in order because they're stressed out. Their jobs are closed. Their family's not bringing money in. Their mortgage rent is coming in, or mortgage and rent is coming in. All the bills are piling up. They don't know when this is going to end. So that's a lot of uncertainty. And when there's times of uncertainty, people don't fare well. So that's what I'm getting. That's what I'm.
I can attest to that. I know a lot of people that I speak with, and just watching, the social media and talking with my own inner circle. It's the anxiety it spikes and peaks and valleys, throughout the day. So many different levels of it. Myself, the past few nights, I'm having a lot of trouble sleeping. So I know that there's something, it's that underlying energy that I can, go forward and smile, but there's still that subconscious level that we're human. It's there, that unknown, that plays out in, for me, lack of sleep. Unable to get a good night's rest. So I may have to call you and we'll do a consultation about that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm grateful that you took the time out of your day, to be here with us and to share your gifts and your passion and your energy. I have one last question. Sure. And this is just going to be, let's see, I'm just going to ask, what is your favorite comfort food right now? If you were, what's your favorite comfort food to get during this time?
My favorite comfort food. Well, I'm a cook as well, so I have a lot of comfort foods. I think probably my go-to, if I were stuck on an island, I could only have one thing to eat for the rest of my life, it would probably be chicken Parmesan.
Ooh.
And I don't know why, but it's just, that's it. So I'm not into sweets. I'm not into things like that. For me, it's more of, I'm an animal eater. And that's my thing.
Okay.
How about you?
I love sweets. I want to say that my go-to has been pistachio pie.
Oh, I've never had that.
Yeah, it's pretty good. My housemate makes it. So the pistachio pie, I know it's not good for me, but a piece, it's like just a little piece just brings me a little comfort, and whatever it is. So I wanted to ask you that just because I was prompted over here to do that. And, so if anybody's looking for a real, honest, authentic person to talk to right now about supplements and, navigating through this time, give George a call, give him a call. His number is going to be shown in the feed. And I can honestly say I got countless personal friends and family members that he has helped, and myself included. Thank you for being a supporter of E.P.I.C also. E.P.I.C is our community. It's a resource for the community, and you being part of it is huge. I'm glad to have you in our corner. So until we can see each other again face to face, we'll be in contact. I want to thank you. Be well, stay well, and I'll talk to you soon, okay?
Thank you. Have a great day. Thank you.
Well, and peace out, E.P.I.C Scouts. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye-bye.